Welcome to Pete and Hannah's review show, What's Next? The show where we help you figure out what to watch next. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Howdy hi.
On today's show, Hen.
Yes.
We are reviewing Foe.
Ooh, yeah.
We're also reviewing the thriller Dive. The Killer. Netflix, David Fincher. Before we begin, let us tell the viewers what we should do.
Could you pretty please leave a like on the video and subscribe to our channel?
Subscribe.
And could you leave a comment down below on what you're watching this week?
Comment down below.
Hit the notification button and you'll get great content like this one.
Mm-hmm.
We have some great content on the channel at the moment. Can You Guess the Movies drops Mondays. We're also dropping the Blockbuster game, which was pretty embarrassing last week. Hannah leads 1-0. We're looking forward to who will fight back. Me. I'm going to fight back.
And then we'll have a full-on court drama stream about whether or not some of them were, if some of them deserve to be the winning one, because you could argue, because movies don't really deserve to be
I didn't know Superman had ghosts in him,
Superman
fought ghosts.
Well, Superman has actually fought ghosts.
Towards the end of this month, we'll also have a live stream of the... we're going to do a Ridley Scott live stream draft. So that should be really interesting. We're starting to watch those movies and we're really enjoying those. And we're also dropping our podcast at the end of the month, the top 100 AFI movies, the 10-year edition. And the first episode that we'll be dropping will be on Ben-Hur.
Mm-hmm.
But before we begin, 2023 Championship Belt Holder.
It is John Wick, Chapter 4.
And for me, it is Past Lives. Stick around for the post-credit scene in movie news this week, and we'll give you our 2022 Championship Belt Holder, and we're working our way backwards from 22 until when movies started. So that should be fun over the next lots of weeks.
Yeah. Really interesting to see.
It should be some great stuff. So the first movie that we're going to review today is on Netflix from this Friday, The Killer.
Yeah.
Now, it's in cinemas now. It's directed by David Fincher.
Mm-hmm.
His first movie since Mank. Stars Michael Fassbender. Tilda Swinton's also in it.
Mm-hmm.
The elevator pitch. It is about a hitman who misses his target.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Reasons to see this.
It's a thriller, so...
Yeah. David Fincher at his best.
Yeah, he still makes great movies. I think it's a very simplistic plot that goes out of whack and it has an interesting underlying, story to it, which is always great to see from his movies.
I really think this one's for Fincher fans.
Yeah.
If you're a Fincher fan, you'll love this movie.
I think it's also pretty just a good, solid Netflix movie.
Yeah.
It's one of those just like, oh yeah, I'd sit down and watch it.
Yeah. Hannah, reasons not to see this.
I found it to be quite boring. And also, the main character, Michael Fassbender's assassin, he is really bad at his job. Absolutely horrible.
I found this movie, I found it brilliant. And it's one of my best movies of the year. And that's why I love the Fincher. Last week we did the top 5 Fincher movies. Man.
He's done
when this comes out on Netflix, you've got to watch it. If you get a chance to see it on the big screen, you should as well. I'd say it's a definite watch,
yes.
And I'd give it banger rating.
Really? Okay.
Hannah, what are you going to give it?
No, you've given it a banger.
I'll give it a banger rating, but...
No.
I'll give it a banger rating, but you can give it a golf clap.
Yep, sure. Yep, let's go with that.
What do you want to give it?
No, golf claps is right. It's not a bad film by any means. It's we've seen some pretty awful films recently, and it makes that look like an actual golden masterpiece. But I just think if you compare it to his past work, I mean, it's just not as good. But if you compare it to just other thrillers in the genre, it kind of just is very, mundane. Very similar to anything else I've seen recently.
Yeah, but the movies that we've seen recently, like there was an Australian movie, Bring Him to Me or something like that. That movie was terrible.
Yeah, but...
Mercy Road, terrible. This movie's fantastic.
Yeah, then you could...
Kills the Flower Moon, terrible. This movie's fantastic.
If we're going into this genre of like action thrillers, this is not. I would never put this one up high in my rankings, just because I'm not on the edge of my seat at any moment in this movie.
I love this movie. That is The Killer. I'd say definitely a watch, and it's coming out on Netflix soon, and it's in cinemas now. The next movie we're going to talk about today is Foe. Yeah. Foe stars Paul Mescal and his boy.
No.
Saoirse Ronan, directed by Gareth Davis, who directed Lion. This movie was made in Australia. Oh. The elevator pitch. You have been selected to go to space, but it's just you, not your wife, and so they decide to put a clone with your wife for a year to see what happens. Yeah. So that she's not alone, basically. Mm-hmm. Then they fight. Should they actually have a clone? Blah blah blah. That is Foe. Reasons to see this. I think Saoirse Ronan is great. She's amazing. There's one scene here where she goes from happiness to slapping someone to crying in
And then when you watch the film to its completion and you've gone through the twist in the movie, these whole scenes with her is just completely like, wow, okay. Like the emotion behind them is just brilliant. I think she has this really great performance this entire movie.
I think she outacts Paul Mescal.
100%. Yeah. I've only seen him in one film and I don't care.
This movie was supposed to originally have Lakeith Stanfield as the officer of the business guy, and I think that would have been a fantastic movie. But this pretty serviceable performances by all three. But Saoirse Ronan, amazing. She is amazing. Reason not to see this scene?
Well, it's I don't know, just nothing really happens in the movie. In a sense that it's more of those. It's a question movie. Yeah. It's opposing.
What would you do? It's a couple, analysing what couples are like with each other.
Yeah, you're posing a question to the audience. It's not so much, wow, it's not story heavy.
Should you watch or miss Foe?
I'd still give it a watch.
I'd give it a watch as well. Rating for this movie, I'd say probably golf clap bordering on I played on my phone.
Yeah. I think it just makes it a golf clap, just how interesting the movie is. It's one of those just catch it on streaming, you'd enjoy it.
Great call. Yeah. That is Foe. Mm-hmm. The last movie we're going to review today is in cinemas now, and it's called Dive. The elevator pitch. You and your friend love catching up together once a year, and you like diving.
Sisters.
And sisters, you dive, and your sister gets caught at the bottom of the ocean, and you have to go back up to the surface and get more gas tanks and work out a way to release your sister from... it was like a... Trapped.
Yeah, she's trapped underneath. You have to find a way to get her out.
Reason to see this.
It is sea-bearing for the trash. It's basically you're on the edge to see, is she gonna get free? Is she gonna save her in time? What's gonna happen? Just that constant
you're always yelling at the screen like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that.
There was a movie last year, I believe, called The Fall, which is
a better version.
But it's a similar thing with just two friends they're sisters, but friends.
Only two people in this movie.
And who are, they just have each other to work off, and they're dealing with a crisis, and it's, them against whatever.
Time against air, against the bends. Reasons not to see this. There were some flashback scenes to, a trauma from when they were kids and stuff like that. It just didn't work for me. I don't think they had the trauma of... someone getting trapped alive. That was enough. It didn't have to go into this trauma of the kids and stuff like that.
They have a weird subplot because one sister is very calm and she's the one that's trapped. And so to calm herself, she's reflecting on times when she was younger diving. Yeah. And it's a bit weird to the plot, whereas the other sister's freaking out constantly.
I didn't feel the chemistry between the two sisters as well.
It's very important to have that in a film with only two people in it.
And I didn't see it. Should you watch or miss Dive in cinemas?
I'd give it a miss.
I'd give it a miss as well. Our rating for this one is I played on my phone. Yeah. And that is it for the reviews today. Yeah. A couple of different ones there. Don't forget, later in the week, we're going to be dropping movie news and clickbait.
Yes.
And we'll also be, stick around and we'll give you the answer for Can You Guess the Movie this week. Hannah, anything else to add on this wonderful show?
Just enjoy the movies.
Yes, enjoy the movies. Until later in the week when we drop movie news. And don't forget to look out for a Blockbuster jumping on our social media platforms. Hopefully I can fight back and make a sort of game of this. 1-1 would be great. Until later in the week when we drop movie news, it's bye for now.
Bye.
Hannah, we are going to tell you the winner, not the winner, what movie it is for Can You Guess the Movie. And it was, don't cry, shop girl, you've got mail.
You got mail.
If anyone's got any ideas for what we should do for Can You Guess the Movie, send them through.
Any quotes you want,
movies.
we'll
See if we can come up with
a movie and we'll pick a quote, see if it works out.
Yeah, we can come up with a scene. You know, like the quotes don't match the scene. That's why it's funny.
They don't always have to be that too exact.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is it for today's show. Stick around for the next post-credit scene. We're going to do movie championship belt holder for 2022.
Yeah.
Should be really interesting. Until later in the week when we catch up on movie news. Bye.
Bye.